The 417 Gamers is a group of board, tabletop, and card gamers in the 417 area code. This is the podcast. Welcome to the 417 Gamer Podcast, episode 52, the one with Propolis. In the 4, Andrea and I talk about 4 events in and around the 417 area that we're looking forward to. The Crokinole Tournament for Extra Life, Festival of Trees, Thanksgiving Game Day, and Friendsgiving. In the one topic of the show, we review the worker placement bee-themed game Propolis, designed by Molly Johnson, Robert Melvin, Sean Stankovich, published by Flat Out Games. And in the 7, we talk about 7 our favorite open drafting games. Without further ado, the 417 Gamer Podcast. Welcome to the 417 Gamer Podcast. My name's Rick.
I'm Andrea.
In the 4, we like to talk about 4 events in and around the 417 area that we're looking forward to or we enjoyed. Andrea, let's talk about one we enjoyed.
We enjoyed a lot because we love our Crokinole board.
We do.
And we were able to be in a Crokinole tournament.
Yeah. Metagames Unlimited hosted a Crokinole tournament for Extra Life. All the entry fees went towards Extra Life. There's about 6 or 7 of us that got in the tournament. It was a fun time. They gave away a board. We did end up winning it.
But we already had a board.
We do. But I asked them to put it back up for donations for a charity of their choice. So I don't know if they're giving that back out to Extra Life or Ozark Food Harvest, which is what they usually do for their Christmas party.
Yes.
Metagames does so many cool things in and around the area, and I appreciated winning the board, but we don't have room for another board. We barely have room for the board we have.
So if you are interested in getting a Crokinole board, make your way down to Metagames Unlimited. They are selling raffle tickets for this board, and then you could be a winner.
So they're going to draw the winner as far as, from what I understood, they're going to draw it at the Christmas party.
Yes.
As far as I know, you do not have to be present to win. They're going to take your number down on all the tickets. I don't know how much the tickets cost yet, but maybe we'll update that in our next 417 Gamer podcast.
Or you could just go to Metagames and
go to
find
Metagames
out.
Unlimited on 3309 East Sunshine Suite. I don't remember.
You can't miss it.
You can't. Big sign. It's got the LED. Looks like kind of smokestacks right next to the building. When you go in, lots of games.
Yep.
Look at the left. There's guys standing there want to sell you stuff.
Yeah. Just be like, I want a raffle ticket for the Crokinole board.
Yeah.
They'll sell you one.
Something that we usually get to do, we're going to try and fit in, one of our friends, Kathy, she is one of the organizers for the Shriners to do the Festival of Trees.
At the Shrine Mosque, it is going to be November 21st through the 23rd inside the shrine. If you've never been, it's beautiful. Businesses and organizations will set up a display. Each one will have a tree that is decorated with gifts under the tree. And you buy raffle tickets and you put tickets into each display that you want to win. And then you win the tree and all the stuff on the tree and everything under the tree.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. Even if you don't want to buy raffle tickets to win the displays, just go and take pictures. There is the stage at the Shrine Mosque. There's always some holiday performance going on, whether it is the local dance troops up on stage or the choir singing.
We saw some weird acrobats. Not weird. they wrap themselves in the curtains.
It's the cloth that hangs from the ceiling and they twirl around.
It's like the kitty. You know how the kitty will climb up on your curtains and spin around? That's what they do.
But it's beautiful. There's always some, and you can get your picture with Santa or your kids. It could be the kids. You go there, But if you want to, I'm sure they'll let you.
Those ladies were absolutely talented, so I'm not knocking their talent. But you go see a thing, you're like,
But it's pretty cool. They got more talent than I do. That's for sure. But there's also.
I haven't tried it yet.
You're right. I've never tried it. I could be amazing at it. We don't know. They also have vendors there where you can buy things, little craft booths where you can buy Christmas gifts and stuff. It is, I think it's Well, let me find out how much it is to go in.
Yeah.
I think it is...
Yeah, if you head toward the west side of behind the bleachers, there's always a concession stand. Say hi to Brent for us.
Admission is $5, and the raffle tickets are $1 each.
And when you buy those raffle tickets, you put them in little holders next to each of the trees that you might want to win.
Oh, 12 and under is free if you want to take the kids.
Take the kids. The next one we want to talk about is Thanksgiving game day. Jen from the group does this every year. I think this is the third or fourth year she's done this. She partners with Alamo Draft House. She hosts a game day. Starts at 2 o'clock and goes until when people start tiring and want to go home. But we know not everybody has a place to go for Thanksgiving. And Jen sets up some games and welcomes anybody to come on out and play. Yeah. Have a good time.
And the food at the Alamo is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it is pretty good. And it's in their backlot area, so if you want to have an adult beverage, have you one of those.
That's right.
Or just a big bowl of popcorn. Last but not least, we're talking about...
Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving is a tradition that Village Meeple started. It's a little potluck. You go in there, it's November 30th, it's a Sunday. Potluck and gaming day. Go to their website at villagemeeple.com for more information. There's a little bit of a cover charge and kind of guidelines if you're going to bring something for the potluck part of it. But come out, play some games, be surrounded by some nerdy people that love playing games, and everybody at Village Meeple is super nice.
Absolutely. Very welcoming.
So those are 4 things in and around the 417 area that we're looking forward to or enjoyed. Is there anything that we missed? Something that you're looking forward to? Hit us up at the Facebook page at Hobby Gaming Network. Let's go into the one and review some Propolis.
Let's do it.
The one is the topic of the show, and we're doing a review of the worker placement bee game, Propolis. This was released in 2025, designed by Molly Johnson, Robert Melvin, and Sean Stankovich, published by Flat Out Games. We actually kickstarted the Point Galaxy, and this is the game that you could add alongside. And spoilers, we like this better.
We did! Crazy.
We actually gave the Point Galaxy away to some friends at a con. So, in Propolis, here's the Board Game Geek overview. Propolis is a worker placement, engine building, area control, and tableau building game. Players take on the role of competing medieval bee colonies and take turns deploying worker bees to collect pollen, fortify their positions, and construct their hives to appease their queen and become the most glorious in the land. Basically, you have a drafting row of different beehives, and then they have different designs and stuff like that, and they're on cards. On the flip side of those cards are resource spots for the worker placement aspect, which then build a grid of, I think it's like a 3x4 grid down below, or maybe it's a 4x3. Yeah, because there's 4 cards in a row and then 3 rows. 2 rows if you're just playing the 2-player game. But on your turn, you can either place as many bees from your supply can fit on a card in one color. So some of the cards will have 2 or 3 colors on them, like yellow will get you yellow pollen, pink will get you pink pollen, blue pollen, all that stuff. The green cards will get you more of your workers, because you start with, I think, 10 and you have 2 in reserve. So you could do that, or if you have enough resources, you could potentially buy a card in the trade row, and the cards not only cost pollen, some of them cost your bees, and you have to spend them back to the supply. So you do then later need to go to those green cards to activate them to get some of the bees back. But as you place your bees down, another thing, like the preview said, is you can fortify. And what you do is you go back to the card where your bees were, and you stand them up when you place them first. You lay them down to quote-unquote fortify. Because at any time, if all the cards in a row are completely filled up, you check for majorities. And whoever triggered it will get a wild pollen. And then whoever has the most will also get a wild pollen, unless it's the same person. A person can't get 2 wild pollens. But whoever had the majorities will get to recall all the bees from that row. They come back to their supply, and they have them for their next turn.
And sometimes that's your only option.
Yes. You play until somebody has 10 beehives. And then you add up points. Some beehives give you points. Some of your beehives give you resource...
ongoing resources, Splendor style.
Yes. Thank you. Word's hard. So, the way we review these games, we review them in 5 criteria. We look at the presentation, how the box looks in not only a retail setting, but also on our shelf. Mm-hmm. How much do we want to pull that game out? And also, when you set it up on the table, how often do people come by and ask you, hey, what's that? Because it does make a gamer feel good. Second criteria is components and rulebook. Some games have great components, some don't. How nice is that art? Third is gameplay. Is it fun? Is it intuitive? Is it an easy teach? Is it not? Theme. Is the theme really woven into that game, or is it just kind of an afterthought? Then the it factor. How much do you want to play that game amongst all the other stuff you got going? Mm-hmm. Andrea, presentation, Propolis.
I think it's pretty good. The art is really good. The box art really pops. Very bright colors. Like bees are drawn to very colorful flowers. The box is covered in that type of art. And it's not too childlike art. Sometimes the animal art's a little, I think, childlike. This one is not. This the honeycomb pattern plus the really bright colored flowers, it doesn't scream child's game.
No, but it does harken back to like a fantasy-esque.
Yeah.
I mean, they're trying to lean into the medieval style art you might see in like Bullfinch's mythologies. Mm-hmm. The artist credited on this is Dylan Mangini, and I think he did a great job on this.
Yeah, it's a good looking game. The bees, little wooden bees, they're not cardboard, they're made of wood, and so are the cubes that you use in your board.
I find all cards easy to read and look at. The numbers pop like they should. All the symbols are easy to locate and see that, yes, that is... Even though, sometimes a yellow and an orange can be close in color, but if you can give it just a bit of a border to pop, it helps.
Yeah.
The pink and the purple are a little bit close on the cards, but once again, the border and that the pink and the purple have different pictures.
Yeah, I was going to say,
them because
each color flower also has a different flower design in it, which is very different looking.
Which helps it. So presentation, this is a small box game. I'm going to give it a 4.
Really?
Yeah, for a small box game, and maybe I should give it a little bit more.
Okay.
I think on the table itself, it's fine. I don't think it's the most gorgeous small box game I've ever played, but it's also not ugly at all. So I think a strong 4.
You've talked me up. I was going to give it a 3.75, but I'll go 3.9.
Yeah, because on our shelf, it really does kind of sell itself to come back out. Components and rulebook. Your player board is nice, thick cardboard that you're going to put your little counting cubes to move along the tracks.
And they're, what's it called? They're cutouts. It's not just a board where you slide your pieces. There are...
they're indentions. You cut them through. It's not dual layered, but you punch the pieces through so you can set your pieces in.
Right.
Think White Castle if you've played that.
I hate it when your cubes are easily bumped out of place.
Yeah.
This holds them in. I like that.
The bees, the wooden worker bees, look fantastic.
They do.
They're nice to hold and put on the board. The cards feel good quality. We've played this a handful of times. They don't feel grimy.
No, and I like that the cards are double-sided.
Yep.
One side is a resource, and then the other side is the
beehive.
The beehive, where you do your worker placement onto the cards.
So, and even though these cards aren't grimy yet, I'm thinking about going ahead and sleeving them. Because I don't think we're kicking this out of our collection.
They are nice, thick cards, at least poker card weight, if not thicker.
So, components for a small box game, I'm going to give it another 4.
4 as well.
Gameplay. I love me some worker placement.
You too.
As far as a small box game, this has engine building. Love that. This has worker placement. Love that. This has a little area control. Love that. I'm giving it a 4.75.
Okay, I'm not going to go that high. I will go 4.25. I find it a little bit difficult to understand in the resource gathering phase.
Gotcha.
With the bees stand up, the bees lay down. Which one gets me more?
And that could be on I need to curtail or fix my teach a little bit. I've taught this 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
But, and we've been running down our 10 for 10 this year. So we haven't got this back to the table as much as I would like.
Yeah.
And we're coming to the end of the year. And
we are so
our 10
fast.
for 10 still has 20 plus plays.
Oh, shh, don't tell.
It's you know, yeah, exactly. But we finished a few.
We did.
But, theme. The theme in this for a Euro-style small box game,
Pretty good.
it's pretty good. It's not like Planet Unknown. Planet Unknown, I know, is a little Ameritrash. That's chock full of theme. And for a small box game, I think that would be close to my 5.
Yeah.
This, I'm going to put it at 3.8.
Yeah.
I like the bees go around. I like the bees lay down because they're fortifying their location. Yeah. I like that you're trying to get more hives for your colony.
Yeah. And the hives look really good. They almost have a art style of birdhouses almost to me.
So what's your theme grade?
I'll give it a 3.5.
3.5.
It could be anything. It doesn't have to be bees.
It's true. It's true. Finally, our it factor. How much do you want to play it over small box games?
Actually, pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, we've started. We used to be big, point salad, Point City people, and which is why we ordered the Point Galaxy. This one was better.
Yeah.
To us, we just
and when I'm looking
same
at
size box.
If I had all 4 on the shelf, I'd pull Propolis first.
Yeah, probably.
Now, part of that is because we've played the absolute crap out of Point Salad.
Right.
And come Christmas time, we're taking Point Salad, not this, because that's what the family can handle all throughout the family.
This is a step up from Family Weight for sure.
I think so. And we do have family members that could play this.
Of
Absolutely.
course. Yes, of course.
But I hate whenever we're finally have everybody there and have anybody sitting off to the side that would like to engage.
Right. We want something anybody can play.
If they want to go sit on the couch and watch the Christmas movies,
sure.
By all means. But I don't want them to come back and go, oh, everybody's playing and I don't know and I don't feel like I can play that.
Right.
It's Christmas.
Yeah, but there have been a couple of times where we're like, oh, let's take Propolis. So I'm going to go 4.25.
Wow. That's about where I am, and I felt like I was stronger.
Really? No, it's a cute little game.
You know what? I'm bumping myself up to a 4.3.
Okay.
Reasons.
All right.
So, Andrew, presentation, you were a 3.9. I was at a 4. Components and rulebook were both 4s. Gameplay, you're 4.25. I'm 4.75. I really like the gameplay on this. Especially for a small box game. There's very few small box games that I think
there's a lot
take
of games.
as many of my boxes. I don't know what else you could have put in this.
Honestly.
Oh, tetramino pieces that you fit on a board.
There you go.
Theme, you're at a 3.5. I'm at a 3.8. It factor, you're 4.25. I'm 4.3. Just to be a little bit more, because I feel like I like it just a little bit more.
Agreed.
Grade total, you're at a 19.9. When we divide by your possible points, your score is a 79.6, which we will round up to the 80. I was at a 20.85. Divided by the possible points, my grade is an 83.4. So, Andrea, you're at an 80. I'm an 83. That is Propolis, released in 2025 by Flat Out Games, designed by Molly Johnson, Robert Melvin, and Sean Stankovich, and the artist credited is Dylan Mangini.
Good job, Dylan.
Get this instead of Point Galaxy, and it's the same design team. I like this better.
I do too.
So this does have some drafting in it. It has that draft row at the top where you're getting your beehives.
It's true, it does.
And that's open drafting, which just so happens to be
our topic.
You're listening to the 417 Gamer podcast, and there's multiple ways to follow us. You can follow us through the Libsyn website at hobbygamingnetwork.libsyn.com. Follow us on Spotify. Search Hobby Gaming Network or 417Gamer Podcast. Find us there. On YouTube, follow us with the 417Gamer channel. And, of course, if you'd like to direct any show notes and any comments to us, facebook.com/Hobby Gaming Network. Let's get back on with the 7.
I'm ready when you're ready, when we're ready.
The 7 in the 417Gamer podcast is our 7 of a given category. The last episode we talked about closed drafting games, where everybody has a shared pool of information, but it's private to each player as they select and pass it to their opponent. Open drafting is an open information. Everybody sees what's on the table in front of them, and they select. Different games kind of put their own spin on it, but these are our favorite open drafting games. Mm-hmm. Andrea, number 7.
Botnik.
Botnik is designed by Frank Critton, Georgie Largy, and Sebastian Panchon. It is published by Space Cowboys.
It's interesting with this one because each round, whoever's first player will draw 3 tiles from the draw pile or bag and put them out, and they get to choose first. Then the other one goes, and they get to choose one, and then whoever's first player gets the last one. And it rotates back and forth. It's just a 2-player game.
Yeah.
So it is definitely beneficial to be first player here. I think sometimes a little hate drafting comes into this one. Yeah.
Because the way you pull the tiles, you put them on the board, you either put them in the trade row to activate tiles, or you put them on your side that you want to claim. But the tiles for them to put on your side have to either match the type or the color of what's in the center. And if you have tiles that don't match anything, you don't want to give your opponent something juicy to play on their turn.
Heck no.
So strategy-wise, you almost have to do some hate drafting.
Especially when there's only 3 tiles per turn.
The art on this is fantastic. Mm-hmm. But the drafting itself, that little, as soon as you're the first player, 3 tiles come out. Most times you want it, there's one good one for you. Sometimes there's all 3 good ones for you. And which one are you giving your opponent?
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever you release tiles, if you play it to the trade row instead, do you go ahead and release a tile that your opponent can use? Or release it to them that they don't want yet?
That's the sweet spot.
I know. Art is fantastic. This is a steampunky game where you're building pipes to
water your flowers.
Water flowers, plants. Mm-hmm. It's a fun one. We play this one quite a bit.
We do.
And we talked about it on the podcast. Kathleen in our game group knitted us a bag for ours. Looks like an eggplant with evil eyes. Mm-hmm. We likes it quite a bit.
We do.
Number 6.
Alhambra.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite gateway games. This is designed by Dirk Henn, published by Queen Games. This came out in 2003. Alhambra, you're building your palace, the Spanish Alhambra. And the drafting is twofold. You have the tiles that you have to pay for, but it's shared information. Everybody wants to draft those. And they're the various nationalities that are helping build the Alhambra, but they only want to be paid in their monies. So whenever you're trying to buy from the blue people, the yellow people, the orange people, or the green people, you can only pay them in their monies. And if you pay exact, you get to go again.
Which is huge because I've seen you win using that strategy multiple times.
Just gobble up. That's the other part of the drafting is drafting the money cards. Mm-hmm. You can draft multiple cards as long as they don't exceed 5. Or you can take one money card because there are some money cards that are like $8, $9, which are nice.
But it's really hard for me if there's the perfect tile not to buy it, to wait until I could have a double turn.
Right.
Someone else is going to take your good stuff.
So yeah, this is a really fun one. This is one of the games, for the longest time, it was hard for me to pull back when I was teaching newbies. And I would tend to stump them, and I've gotten a lot better. So if you're a seasoned player and you're having that same issue, buy every color. Don't hone in and try and get number 1 in like the towers or the arcades. Just hang back. buy a little bit of everything, build you a nice wall, and you'll be fair to middling. And I know, some people are like, they should win on their own. If you train them, teach them training
the new guys.
Training the new guys. If you stomp them too badly, especially in a game like this, which is a family weight game,
they're
like,
not
oh
gonna
man,
wanna
I don't know that I want to come out to game night. Now, if they're your friends, stomp the crap out of them. Show them that you mean business. But that is Alhambra, designed by Dirk Hinton. Number 5.
7 Wonders Duel.
Yes, this is one of our favorites.
It is one of my favorites because it was the first game where I figured out a strategy where I could almost consistently beat you.
Yeah.
And that took a while for that to happen. Usually, I'm the one getting stomped. And I know you weren't doing it on purpose. You just knew so much more than I did.
Yeah.
And this one clicked with me for whatever reason, this, set collection. And I knew what I could take that would both help me and hurt you. So I was pretty proud of myself.
So this is the 2-player spin-off from the old
Seven Wonders Architect.
And, Seven Wonders. Seven Wonders Architect is the new little brother to the other two. So the original Seven Wonders is closed drafting. Everybody gets a hand of 7 cards. They pull one, put it on their face down, and pass their hand, and everybody flips, and you see what everybody built. Seven Wonders Duel is 2-player, and you build a pyramid of cards, some face up, some face down, and when you're taking the cards, if it's covering the next level of the pyramid of cards that are face down, as soon as you take that card up, as long as that card has no other ones touching it, it flips over. So there's that strategy of when do you take certain cards and when do you let information get revealed? Because if you reveal it when you pull a card, you're not going to get the first choice at that.
Right.
Your opponent is. Could be something really good and it could be something blah, but you take that risk.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the drafting in this. This is designed by Antoine Balza, Bruno Cathala, published by Repost Games. This came out in 2015. Looking at number 4.
River Valley Glassworks.
Yeah, this came just a couple years ago, 2024. This is published by All Play Games, designed by Adam Hill, Ben Pinchback, and Matt Riddle. We really like this game.
We do. It is, you're drafting gems to put on your board, and it's a river tiles that you put little glass beads on, and every time someone selects some of the colors, the river shifts and moves down and new gems come out.
Yeah.
And it's another thing of, do you wait until a lot of gems build up on a space, or do you take what is available that you can make work, and what does someone else need?
Yeah.
This one is very pretty. This one, we get a lot of people walk by the table and be like, "Ooh, what's that?"
And that's in the regular version. We ended up catching somebody's Kickstarter copy in the game group because they were getting rid of it.
And it's got a neoprene mat.
It does, but I like the base game just as much. The only thing I like about the Kickstarter is the acrylic river tiles. But the
base game has cardboard tiles.
It does. But I actually think the gem bits in the base game are better than the Kickstarter, because the Kickstarter has like the sparkly bits, but they have a texture to them. So when you're reaching in the bag to refill the pawn market, if you could game the system if you wanted to.
They feel different on the texture.
They do. Yeah. So I usually grab a handful, and hopefully I've kind of grabbed 3 to 5 to whatever the refill is, and just drop them in. I don't, reach around in the bag, kind of like,
Quacks?
Yes. Quacks I absolutely feel around. I'm like, hey, that feels not too used. That shouldn't be a fizzy.
A fizzy?
When you pull it out, that is a fizzy. But, yeah, River Valley Glassworks, very much fun. Open information, everybody sees it, and this, something you'll see in a lot of the open information drafting games is somebody going, you took mine.
That happens all
the time. Like, oh, don't go there. And then, so in River Valley Glassworks, you put a piece on the bank that you're not going to take, and you take one of the adjacent. So you'll put the piece down, and people will hold their breath hoping you're not taking their side. Because the gyms have different shapes, like a pentagon, a little eggplant shape, a heart, an oval, a diamond. So you'll put it on one shape, and everybody hold their breath, trying to see what you're going to take. And then when you pull it, it's either, you took my stuff, or, oh, I thought you were going to take my stuff. Number 3.
World Wonders. We
just got done, as of this recording, getting our 10 for 10 out of World Wonders. Glad we put it on our 10 for 10. World Wonders came out in 2023, designed by Z. Mendez, published by Arcane Wonders.
Another beautiful game that when you walk by, it's not as pretty as Foundations of Rome, but it's pretty good looking game.
It is.
The World Wonders are very detailed. They fit on your board very nicely. And it's a little history lesson too. Because they're all real world wonders.
And they have on the back of the rule book, it goes through all the rule wonders and gives you a blurb on it. Mm-hmm. And if you want to go dive on the internet and learn more about it, by all means, go do it.
Yeah.
But it all stems from that draft. Is the building districts you're going to put in your area, and how important is that first player? Because to start, it doesn't feel like it's that important. But mid to late game, when you really want the right building to cover the certain portions.
But one thing I do like about this is you have the option to buy first player.
Yeah.
For $1, you can buy first player or second player if someone's already bought first player. That's how important having a first selection is on this one.
Yep. But no, we like it lots. The screen printed wooden wonders pop, but that draft, that tension in the draft on who's taking what pieces. Mm-hmm. Because you get 3 long roads that you can buy one at a time, and you have the 2 little road packs that you can buy one at a time. And man, towards the end, when you're trying to surround your building districts to get the points for them.
Once they're gone, they're gone.
When they're gone, because there's 5 of them, and in a 4-player game,
they're all going to go.
After the first round, if everybody's taking a road, that first player can then take that 5th road, and nobody else is getting a road that round. Yep. You have shaky fists from everybody. That was what, number 3?
Yes, number 2 is Planet Unknown.
And I was in you didn't get to go to that tournament, did you? I went to the tournament at Village Meanful for Planet Unknown. It was a great time. I think Josh won that one once again, but Josh is a good player. But this came out in 2022. It is designed by Brian Lambert and Adam Ryberg, published by Adam's Apple Games. This game, everybody has a planet, and it's got a grid map on it. In the center of the play area, there's a Lazy Susan that has various Tetramino pieces. The active player spins the Lazy Susan to where they want it to end, and that is the piece that they're going to select, and then everybody else gets the piece that's in front of them. So every turn, everybody's active. But that first player gets to pick from the pool where it's going to go, but they're also picking what everybody else is going to get.
Right.
But so far, I think it's late game that people hate draft a little bit. Early game, I rarely see people hate draft. It's usually what you need.
I've never hate drafted on this game because it would be, for me, too hard. If it was just a 2-player game, you could line up the Lazy Susan to where your opponent was getting something not great for them.
Yeah.
But it's more important to get what you need for you. Mm-hmm. And if it's a multiplayer game, you can't keep track of who needs what. For the Lazy Susan, it's not going to line up just right. You might as well just take whatever's best for you.
Yeah, whenever you're taking the pieces, they have 2 colors of art. When you put them on your board, you have a tech track off to the side. They advance the markers on that tech track. Red moves your rovers. Green puts greenery on your board. And eventually at certain points will give you little patches, green patches to help fill in your board. Mm-hmm. Blue ups your water track as long as that blue has been built on water. Black increases your civilization. And as you hit different metrics, you get to civ cards. They'll either get you more bumps and moves on the tracks or bonus points. And then gray is the technologies, when you move up, it gives you more abilities. So on those green patches, you might be able to storm till the end of the game. Or instead of having to build adjacent to previous played, you can build off the edges. Just more tech. And then the last one is...
And that's just the base map. There are also... was it in the expansion where you would get a different corporation, which had different powers?
It's on the backside of each one.
Oh, is it? Okay.
We've played... This is very much beginner friendly on the base maps and the base corporations. It looks like a lot more, but once people get 2 and 3 turns into it, I haven't heard one person poo-poo it. They do recognize, and so do I, that there are people that are just fantastic at this game. But when you're done, you still walk away and looking at that board like, oh, I put a lot on my board. But whenever you flip each one over, you have different planets. Like some will be an ice planet. One will have like a void running through the center. One will have like volcanoes that you can't build into. And then the corporations will have different stuff. Like one will spawn more rovers. One will only give you one rover the whole game, but it might give you a teleport power that you can try to level up to. A lot of options. Fantastic game. And then we got the Supermoon expansion that we still haven't dug into.
Not yet.
And maybe that's something we need to put on our 10 for 10 is expansions. Play 10 expansions. Because we've expanded Lost Ruins of Arnak, and we really haven't scratched the surface on that. We did the expansion for Planet Unknown and several others. So maybe that is our one of our 10 for 10s.
Wormspan.
Yeah, the Wormspan expansion, the Dragon Academy. We did touch that, but I want to dive more into it.
Right.
So we went on along Planet Unknown, and we do love Planet Unknown at the number 2. But our number 1 open drafting game is...
our probably most played game, Splendor Duel.
We love us some Splendor Duel. It's one of our favorite touring games.
It is a game we almost didn't get because we thought we don't need another version of Splendor. We don't play the Splendor that much. And you can already play regular Splendor at 2 people. Why do we need Splendor Duel? And I don't even remember why we ended up getting it.
2 people in our game group told us to. And they're like, no, play it.
Yeah, and we did.
And we're like, okay, do you have it on you? No, but trust me, you guys will like it.
So we bought it. And we have it in the front room, easily accessible because we'll grab it all the time.
It was one of the games we took on our cruise, and we only took like 3 or 4 games on our cruise.
And it's a small box game too, so that's another plus for us.
Although the small box games have deceptively filled up.
Yes.
You're like, yeah, I can get a small box game, it just goes on the shelf. I can get a small box game, it just goes on the shelf. Then eventually you look at the shelf, you're like, I got a lot of small box games. This is designed by Marc-Andre Bruneth Tathala, published by Space Cowboys in 2022. Now, the change on this, in Splendor, the 2 to 4 player game, you have gyms that are open that you can just select. You can select 3 of each different colors, 2 of the same color as long as there are 4 in the stack, or you can reserve, take a gold, or you can buy. So, similar actions in this, but instead of just being able to take what other colors you want, there's a grid. It's a 5x5 grid, if I'm not mistaken. It's either 4x4 or 5x5. The chips are laid out in each of the squares of the grid to start. When you take your chips, you can take up to 3 in a line, but they can't be gold. The only way you can get a gold is you take a single gold off the grid and you reserve one of the cards. But otherwise, you can take chips, and they've added another resource. So you do have blue, chocolate, green, red. You also have pearls. There's only 3 pearls in the game. No, 2 pearls in the game. And if in your draft you're able to take the 2 pearls, there are little privilege tokens. Your opponent gets a privilege token. And what a privilege token does, it's a free action at the front of a player's turn. They can spend the privilege to take any one gem that's not a gold off the grid to add to their supply to then buy.
From any square, because otherwise the 3 chips that you take have to be touching either diagonal or orthogonal. And it's very, very helpful if you want just one over there in the corner to be able to take that one. The pearls a lot of the cards you need a pearl to buy. And you can use your gold wild as a pearl, which has saved me a ton of times, because there are so many times you will take both of the pearls and give me a privilege, but now I can't buy half the cards on the board because half of them need a pearl.
But now I have pearls when I need them.
Yes, and so I have to resort to using one of my wild chips as a pearl.
Yeah.
But we love it, love it, love it. If you're on the fence about getting it and you're looking for a quick, easy 2-player game with a lot of thought, Splendor Duel.
Yeah. And the other change is the win condition. In regular Splendor, you play to 15, finish that round out, whoever has the most points wins. Splendor Duel, there's 3 ways to win. You play to either 20 points overall, you play to 10 points in one color, or some of the cards have crowns on them. If you can play to 10 crowns. First player to hit any of those metrics will trigger the end game.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of times where one of us will try a single color strategy, and it's a crash or burn on those. You can start, you're maybe stalling at 7, 8, or 9 in blue,
and nothing comes out.
And you have a wall of blue, and you can buy anything that has blue in it, but by the time the first row is dwindling down, not a lot's coming out in the second, third row that just need blue. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times you kind of choked the rest of your economy to do that.
Right. So you can't put all your eggs in one basket.
Oh, you can, as long as the other player is not paying attention.
Or if you're lucky, you just keep getting what you need.
Because as soon as somebody buys something, another one flips out, and there's that Splendor effect, that top deck, where as soon as something's drawn, the next one flips out, and you're like, oh, free card. Oh, free card.
Yeah.
Or that fits exactly what I have. I mean, it's been a couple times where either you or I buy a card, and you're like, man, I'm behind, and then, ooh.
That's exactly what I needed.
That's exactly what I can afford. But yeah, that's Splendor Duel 2022, designed by Marc-Andre Bluna-Cathala, published by Space Cowboys. That is our favorite open information drafting game. We had several other games. Concordia has open drafting, and while I do like the open drafting in it, that's not my favorite thing of Concordia. It's a mechanic in.
Mm-hmm. Patchwork, before Splendor Duel came out, Patchwork was our go-to 2-player game for the front room.
And I like the drafting, but it's the placement and it's the placement on the board. Mm-hmm.
Point Salad's another good one. That's a big one where you're going to hear, no, that's the one I needed.
Yes, and Point Salad is fantastic. That is beginner friendly.
It is.
Point City is the next step up. That's more of a beginning gamer friendly game. Wingspan has some drafting. Aquatica, Tower Up has a little bit of drafting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of games we like to have drafting in them.
There is.
What are some of your favorite open information drafting games? Have we missed any that you think absolutely should have been on our list? Or are there any games that maybe we haven't played that we need to? Mm-hmm. Hit us up over at the Facebook page at Hobby Gaming Network. But until next time, keep gaming.
And the 417.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. The 417 Gamer podcast is recorded and produced by Andrea and Rick Bagwell. The intro music we use, Kind, Gentle, Beautiful Person, and the outro music, Making Up for Lost Time, was created by Origami Reptica. For links to our show notes, the music, and guest links, head over to our Facebook page at facebook.com/Hobby Gaming Network. Until next time, keep gaming in the 417.